Hey guys, what is going on today? I will be reviewing Beast of No Nation. Beast of No Nation is directed by Cary Fukunaga. If I pronounce that wrong, sir, I apologize. It also stars Idris Elba, a young boy who I cannot remember his name, and I feel very, very bad about that. But what this movie is about is this is Netflix's original first film that they have created. This is their feature film debut, and this is the first film that Netflix has created. And what this film is about is this is about a young African American boy who is brought into, after his family is murdered, to become a child soldier. And he is brought in basically through life standards and years to become one of these soldiers. And this is actually written a novel, so we get a lot of seeing this. And he learns pretty much as a young boy should not learn, and has to pretty much lose his childhood and become a man and go into fighting wars. And I have been waiting for this movie since I've heard about it. I love Cary Fukunaga. I have not seen a lot of his movies, but he has made a masterpiece called True Detective, and it felt like its own movie, and it was fantastic. So getting into seeing this and knowing that Netflix is making a movie, I got Netflix. I don't get to see much movies that are not limited, so I have to wait for a long time. And I saw the film, I watched it today, and I'm going to say this is a fantastic film. You look at a movie kind of like Beast of No Nation. My favorite film of all time, give me 1 second. To me, this film is a war odyssey. This is a war odyssey. You learn of this young boy's involvement and his community. This movie reminded me of Apocalypse Now, which is my favorite film of all time. It's like it's trying to be, and also reminded me of similar kind of the Hurt Locker, and kind of a war kind of film. You realize in this movie that there's a lot of characters, and you see this young boy, and it's a true story because there's a lot of these things happening out in Africa. You get a lot of instances where the Iraq War and the war in Afghanistan is over, but now we're dealing with terrorists like ISIS and with terrorists like the kids in Africa and children who are taking women, who are taking a lot, and that's happened today. And seeing that Cary Fukunaga is actually bringing a film like Beast of No Nation and making it very, very a good topic, because this is an Oscar picture. This is definitely, with no standards, my opinion, it should definitely get nominated for Best Picture. This is a fantastic way of looking at what war really is like back there and showing it in true form. The young boy is fantastic. I cannot praise enough. This young boy, I felt like he could, I'm not really a big fan of child actors, but he gave a fantastic performance. As a filmmaker, you really want to, as an independent filmmaker and actor myself, you want to represent that character. You want to show the aspect. The cinematography is probably the best part of this movie. The way Cary Fukunaga shot the film and handled it in such a way. They did not shoot this on a soundstage. They probably went over there when half of a lot of things were going wrong. And you completely understand what the character is trying to be. And this really focuses on the emotional standpoint, and it is what it's trying to do. And that's why I praise this film so much. Idris Elba. I cannot praise this man enough for the film he was in, Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom, which was a great film. This is his best role he has been in his entire career. He is Oscar worthy. He is actually could, in my opinion, out of the films I have seen this year for supporting actor, he has my vote for best supporting actor. He gives this nature role as the commandment. You don't really learn much about him, but you kind of get that feeling that he is the superior character. He is a man who wants these young boys to find what manhood really is, even at a young age. And he really brought that character in full depth, and he will get nominated for supporting acting. My only problem with the movie was the way how the movie was handled. I have a few problems with the film, and my biggest problem with the movie was besides that, was the way the film started. You learn about this boy's family, and you get to know what his life was like, and it felt like it dragged in the first 30 minutes before Idris Elba came on screen, because I didn't really care about the boy, and I wanted to, but then I found like I wasn't enough caring for him, but I really wanted to. And as much as I love like 12 Years a Slave, which was my favorite film of 2013, I wanted this to kind of be similar to that, but it is a war odyssey on its own, and that's what it's trying to be. Also, the movie is really long. The movie's like 2 hours and 17 minutes. It felt like it dragged in certain scenes, but I can't praise the film enough. This is a fantastic film. Definitely a movie that a lot of people need to see. Definitely an Oscar picture for sure. I'm going to give Beast of No Nation a 4 out of 5. New rating. Hope you guys like it. A 4 out of 5. It's definitely an improved, film buff approved. It's a movie you need to see before the film ends at the end of the year. It is one of the year's best films. I cannot praise this movie enough. Go see Beast of No Nation. It is a fantastic way of looking at a film based on this. I also recommend reading the book. I will be hopefully picking it up eventually. Guys, that is my review of Beast of No Nation. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have not seen my new cover songs I do on my channel, I hope you guys can take into that. I hope you guys like what I'm doing with the new rating system, getting used to it. I will be seeing Bridge of Spies tomorrow instead of tonight. I get an opportunity to see The Exorcist, and I'll be getting a review for that out on Halloween. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.